morning, students. So already we have seen simple present tense, simple past tense, all the tenses, that is regarding present tense and past tense, all the four categories we have seen already. So now in this video you will be seeing about future tense. Okay, so now just we'll go into the video. So time and tide waits for no man. So a period of time following the movement of speaking or writing is called as future tense. Okay, so so what is going to happen hereafter, or what is going to happen in future, will be written or will be said or will be written in future tense. Okay, now we'll just see an example. She will write a letter. So that is a perfect example for future tense. So now we'll just have a small recap of what we have done earlier. From the tense we have past before, present now, and future after now. So from future, now we are going to see simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. So these are the things we have seen, or we have acknowledged before in this past two videos, and in this video we are going to see about future tense entirely. Okay. Now simple future. This tense tells us about an action which has not occurred yet and will occur after saying or in future. So when you are going to say this tense, and that action will be done after that only. So that is called future tense. Okay. Next one. This is a rule called shall or will be used. So in this future everywhere we will use will or shall. Then the verb in the first form. So now in future tense, helping verb shall is used with I and we. Helping verb will is used with all others. That is, when we are using the subject pronoun I will, or sorry, I shall or we shall, then apart from that will be used for with other subjects. So for example, you will, okay, he or she will, they will, like that. So when you are to make a commitment or warn someone or emphasize something, use of will shall is reversed. Will is used with I and we, and shall is used with others. So in this particular scenario, the reciprocal of that is done. Reciprocal means vice versa. So normally we saw I and we. Shall is used with I and we, and will be used with others. But here when you are making a commitment or warn someone, in this aspect what has been, the use of will and shall is reversed. That is, will is used for I and we, and shall will be used for others. Okay, the inversion type. Okay, that is reverse type. Okay, now we'll go into the tenses. So in general speaking, there is hardly any difference between shall and will, and normally will is used with all. So will can be used with all maximum. So there is nothing much difference. But when you come into grammatically, perfectly, then we have to see that rule. Okay. Let us use this rule in various forms of tense. Now we are going to see about normal future tense. That is simple future. First we have affirmative sentence. Subject plus will and shall plus verb in the first form. First form means as it is in present tense plus object. So she will write a letter. Then negative sentence, subject will or shall not plus verb in the first form and the object. So she will not write a letter. Then interrogative sentence, will or shall plus subject plus verb in the first form plus object. Here, will she write a letter? So that is a question mark. Interrogative negative, will or shall, then subject not plus verb, that is written in first form plus object. So will she not write a letter? So already I am just recapping again. She will write a letter. She will write a letter is affirmative. She will not write a letter, negative. Will she write a letter, interrogative. Will she not write a letter, interrogative, negative. Okay, so these are the four things you can see in simple future. Next we have future continuous tense. It is used to express an ongoing or continued action in future. So it is going on. he will be distributing sweets in temple tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So example. In the example, the action will start in the future tomorrow, and the action is thought to be continued till sometime in future. So it is going to be on or continuing in future. We use the future continuous to talk about something that will be in progress or around a time in the future. So here also there is a rule: will and shall plus be is a verb used. Next one is a verb, main verb in the first form plus in ing form. That also is in ing form. Okay, now next. So now let us use the rule in various forms of tenses. First, affirmative sentence: subject will or shall, then plus be plus verb, which is in the first form in the ing, which is the verb is written in ing form plus object. So she will be writing a letter. Negative sentence: subject plus will or shall plus not plus be plus verb in ing form plus object. That is, she will not be writing a letter. Then interrogative sentence: will she, will or shall, subject plus be plus verb in the first form and in ing, should be in ing form plus object. So will she be writing a letter? Question mark. Then interrogative negative: will or shall plus subject plus not plus be plus verb in ing form plus object. So will she not be writing a letter? Okay, so these are the four sentences. First one is she will be writing a letter. This is affirmative form. She will not be writing a letter. Negative form. Will she be writing a letter? Interrogative. Then will she not be writing a letter? Interrogative negative. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. Future perfect tense. It is used to express an action which will happen or occur in future and will be completed by a certain time in future. So it will be continue. It will not be continued. It will be completed in future. That is the difference between continuous future. That is future continuous and future perfect. Okay. So we use the future perfect to say that something will be finished by a particular time in the future. Now, example: they will have shifted the house by Sunday morning. So will and shall is used. Have plus verb in the third form. Okay. Now we'll go into the exercise. Now let us use the rule in the various form of sentence. First is affirmative. Subject plus will or shall plus have plus verb in third form. So third form means it is in past participle form plus object. So she will have written a letter. Okay. Then negative sentence: subject plus will or shall plus not plus have plus verb in third form. That is past participle form plus object. She will not have written a letter. The next one, interrogative sentence: will or shall plus subject plus have plus verb in the third form, that is past participle form plus object. So will she have written a letter? Will she have written a letter? So that is a question mark. Then interrogative negative: will or shall plus subject not plus have plus verb third form, that is past participle form plus object. So will she not have written a letter? So we have four categories. First one is she will have written a letter. She will have written a letter. Affirmative. She will not have written a letter. She will not have written a letter. Negative. Then will she have written a letter? Interrogative. Then will she not have written a letter? Interrogative negative. Okay. Now let us go to the future perfect continuous tense. It is used to talk about actions that will commence means start, at a fixed time in future and will continue for some time in future. So that is what we use future perfect, fixed time in future and continues in future. That is a difference. If there is no time reference, then it is not a future perfect continuous. Without continued time reference, such sentence or future continuous tense. If there is no reference means, time reference means, that will be in future continuous only, not in future perfect continuous. Continued time reference only differs between future continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. So that is what I said, continued time reference. That is the word you have to remember. If there is only time reference, we use future perfect continuous, or else it will be only in future continuous tense. So the future perfect progressive emphasis, progressive means continuous. The duration of an activity that will be in progress before another time or event in the future. Okay, so that is very clearly mentioned in this paragraph. Now we'll go next one. Examples. This time tomorrow I will be enjoying the cricket match in the stadium. So that is what I said, the time reference. It is also used to talk about planned action or action expected to happen. So that is also. They will be staying for a week's time. Next, this also the future perfect progressive emphasis, the duration of an activity that will be in progress before another time or even event in the future. Okay, so will and shall is the rule. Have been, then plus verb in the first form plus ing. That is normal ing form verb. Okay. Now let us see the rule in various forms of sentence. Positive, that is affirmative, subject plus will and shall, have been is used here, and plus verb in the first form of ing, that is simple present ing form, then object. She will have been writing a letter. She will have been writing a letter. Negative sentence, subject plus will or shall plus not plus have been plus verb in ing form and object. So she will not have been writing a letter. Then interrogative, will or shall, subject plus have been plus verb in ing form plus object. So will she have been writing a letter? Then interrogative negative, will or shall, subject plus not plus have been plus verb in the ing form plus object. Will she not have been writing a letter? So this is the 4 sentence you have in future perfect continuous tense. First one, she will have been writing a letter. She will be having writing a letter. She will have been writing a letter. Then negative sentence, she will not have been writing a letter. Then next one, will she have been writing a letter? Becomes a question, interrogative. Will she not have been writing a letter? Interrogative negative. Okay, so with this we end all the tenses. So I hope so students would have understood what is present, future and past tense and their classifications. So if there is any doubt regarding these tenses, you can call back to my WhatsApp number and clear the doubts. Okay, children, bye.